Hello everyone, my name is Dan. I help financial service professionals grow and automate their businesses. So yeah, basically I just wanted to share something I picked up on recently in terms of on the digital marketing front, specifically Facebook and the organic side of Facebook, which is the free side. So there's two sides to Facebook. There's the paid paid ads, and there's the organic, which is free basically. Organic means it's free. Excuse me. So it's all around Facebook search. So Facebook search is massive. It's obviously it's not as big as Google, but it's big. It's used a lot, and it's used to search businesses like Google is. So for example, I use it myself. So I go to restaurants a lot, and so for example, if I'm in a new town or a new city, I'll put in kind of restaurants in Chester, for example, and it'll bring up a list of restaurants in Chester. The point to this is I've noticed a lot in financial services, people aren't kind of making use of the free tools that are available, and it's quite simple really, because all you need to be doing for one is being active on your Facebook page, because like I say, there's a massive untapped opportunity for a lot of you out there, which say there's people using these searches. There's people searching for, like, say, financial advisor in Bradford, for example. And if you're not kind of on there and you're not posting stuff on your page, people are going to go to it like I do. So, for example, like I say, if I'm going looking for a restaurant, and if I go to it, I think, oh yeah, there's a decent looking restaurant, and I go on to the page, and there's no kind of post there. They've not been posting in the past year or 12 months, 6 months or ever maybe. And when I see that, I think, are they kind of active? Are they even still in business? And I won't kind of think too much about it. I'll just sort that. I'll go on to the next one, kind of thing, and look at the next one on the list. So you get people who are strapped for time. They don't want to be kind of looking too far into stuff. These days it's all about making things as frictionless as possible, and because people are short of time. So yeah, you've got to be posting stuff there just to show really that you've got an active presence, and that you're there. You're trading, which a lot of people miss, a lot of businesses miss generally, but specifically in financial services, I've discovered. So there's that, which is one key takeaway. Obviously, post stuff online, but on your Facebook. But it's not just about posting kind of anything, because again, another problem that I see a lot of, or a mistake should I say, that I see a lot of financial services professionals make on their Facebook, is that they'll post just stuff about kind of mortgages and protection. If you're a mortgage and protection advisor, they'll just kind of post that every kind of few days, and then they'll miss a bit. So again, the two takeaways from that as well. One is that consistency is important, and the posting every day is ideal. At least one a day, maybe two, no more than three, because then it gets a bit overkill. But posting every day, good things happen when you're consistent with things, and you're posting every day. But the second takeaway from that is, it don't want to be just stuff about the industry. Obviously, you need to mix that in so people know the kind of services that you're offering. But it falls on deaf ears for 97% of your audience, because there's about 3% of your audience which are kind of in the market for your services at that point in time, but only 3%. So that kind of stuff is not relevant to most of your audience. So you need to be posting stuff that's of value to your audience to get the interaction. The interaction is when people are liking it, loving it, commenting on your posts. Just getting that is key, that interaction, because I've discovered the Facebook, because like I say, when people search in their search in Facebook search, it brings up a list of businesses. So for example, mortgage broker in Barnsley. There's a lot of mortgage brokers in Barnsley, so somehow they've got to kind of rank which business falls where in that list when you type in mortgage brokers in Barnsley. And so one of the key things that they take into account when they're deciding that which business is going to appear where in the rankings is interaction on the page. So as I say, so if you're not posting anything, you're going to be right at the bottom of that list. But if you are posting stuff and getting lots of interaction and lots of engagement in your posts, you're going to be at the top of that list, or you're going to be close to the top of that list at least. But that's obviously going to be your aim, to try and get the most interaction in your town or city. Excuse me, and then you'll be at the top of the list, and that just gives you a whole kind of completely free extra way of getting seen, because Facebook's massive. It's growing. It's still growing after 2004, I think it started. So, but it's still growing. It's massive. The biggest kind of fastest growing demographic on there is between 55 and 80. So it just goes to show that everybody's using it now. And it's a stat that 52% of all consumers have used Facebook search to find a business and discovered a new business by using Facebook. So there's a massive untapped source there. So like I said, the two key things really that you want to take from this is, one, post stuff on your Facebook page consistently, and two, post things that are going to be of value to your audience. An example might be a kind of memes work really well, entertaining kind of posts. They get a lot of interaction. Even stuff about the NHS, because that's more of an emotional brand kind of intelligence that we call it EBI, which is where, like I say, you're posting stuff that's of value. That people are going to find kind of that you've got the same affinity to them, so they get some kind of, they're interested in that and they kind of feel that in their hearts as well. So when they see that you do as well, it creates a bit of an affinity between you and the consumer. So that helps build trust, which so it does two things at once there. So it builds that emotional brand, if you like, which builds trust, and people kind of love those posts and they'll comment and tag their friends. So that creates the interaction, which, like I say, is going to be useful to getting you ranked in the search in Facebook. But yeah, that's just some couple of tips there for you, just to try and make use of the tools that are available to you these days, because a lot of people don't do that. So yeah, actually, if anybody wants to reach out to me with any questions, or if you want to know anything more about that or any other aspect of growing your business online, just give me a shout. I'll be quite happy to answer any questions or help you out. But yeah, appreciate your time. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. But yeah, like I say, just give me a shout if you need any more help. Thank you.